Top story, Brett Favre, a big spectacle the other day where he arrived in Green Bay, and just like that, he's gone.
Yeah, it didn't last long. Favre back home in Hattiesburg, Mississippi, but the question is, for how long? Favre left Green Bay this afternoon as the Packers try and work out a trade to either the Bucs or the Jets. Upon his return to Hattiesburg, Favre spoke with TV station WJTV.
Yeah, we're working on it. Hopefully we can get something resolved. I've been saying that for quite a while now, but you know, I don't want to say running out of time, but I need to get into a camp somewhere and get used to the guys as well as the system.
Who is it between you now?
As far as I know, we talked to Tampa and the Jets. I don't think anything has changed, or at least considering those guys, and we'll see what happens.
Man, you got to be wore out. You got to be.
Mitch, I'm tired. I knew going up there it was more formality than anything. It was something I had to do, and so I didn't think I'd be up there too long. I wasn't. Kind of been locked in my house the last couple of days. Fans in Green Bay were awesome, at least on my side. But you know, I think the most important thing was to get that resolved up there. Green Bay has been just awesome to me and my family, and it's obviously a mess right now, but it can be cleaned up. They got really good players and good coaching, but it's time they move on one way or the other, in fairness to everyone.
When you went back, you said you were committed to being the quarterback, no doubt about it.
Well, I've been committed to being the quarterback.
But they were zero committed to having you back.
Well, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that, and I don't want to get into picking sides or he said, she said type of situation. But I was asked the question if I was totally committed to the Packers, and I know it's been documented, and I posed the same question back to them. And I don't think either side could totally commit after all that's happened, because the bottom line in all of this is playing football, and I've always been committed to my job, and I know people say you need to put the personal issues aside, and I agree, but I couldn't do that. And I think on their part, they obviously had taken a stance at some point during this offseason that they were going to move on, and that's okay. But they sort of changed that stance a little bit when I got back up there. We sort of figured that would happen. Otherwise, they would have released me.